What's up YouTube? In today's video we're going to be discussing my top 5 choices for AR assault rifle classes in Call of Duty Modern Warfare in 2021. These builds are created in mind for aggressive players who choose to play smaller style maps including Shoot the Ship, Rust, Vacant, Hackney Yard, etc. Because let's face it, in this game the larger maps are absolutely awful. Now these builds are very aggressive and allow you to pull the snap on players and make some really nasty outplays. These 5 assault rifles in my opinion are the best in the category, with one of them being an optional choice in which we'll be speaking about a little bit later on. Now I'll be covering all of the gun's attachments and showing you some clips per gun to visually display how that gun performs in a respective game. Just to make it aware, I am a keyboard and mouse player who plays on a 3.5 cents in game and uses 800 DPI on my mouse. With all that being said and done, let's get right into the gun guide. We don't talk. To be honest, bro, I'm feeling great. It stays like that, bro. Fingers crossed. It's got shoot the ship and thingy on it. So starting off with 5th place and the optional choice for the gun guides, we have the M13. Now you're probably thinking, why not the AK-47, you know, the Scar, maybe the Odin. Now I personally chose the M13 after getting it to Obsidian, as even though the gun feels like a little bit of a pea shooter at times, it was very reliable with next to no recoil. I used to hate this gun, but after using it for a long time I found out it was easy to snap on players, and once you get used to its time to kill potential, it made for some great gun out plays. Now with the build, I'm currently using the Tempest Marksman barrel, which means that you don't need the monolithic suppressor because this is the longest barrel in the game for the gun. Gives you the max damage range, bullet velocity and recoil control as well. You lose a little bit of ADS and movement speed, but we picked that up in other attachments. Speaking of that, we've got the TAT laser on. Obviously you get the green laser out when you're aiming down sights. You've got your ADS speed, you're getting aiming stability, and you're getting aim and walking steadiness as well whilst using the TAT laser. In my opinion, the TAT laser is one of the best attachments out there and is a must for most builds. Moving on to the next attachment, we've got the GI Mini Reflex. I personally can't stand the iron sight on this gun, so the GI Mini Reflex works perfect for me to give me the sight that I need. Moving on to the stock, we've got the M13 Skeleton. You may ask why not for the no stock. I just find that the M13 Skeleton stock gives me the ADS I need and is also giving me the left to right strafing walking movement speed that I need when aiming down and trying to take people out. That's a great statistic in itself. Okay, so you can run no stock if you want a bit more movement speed with it, but I prefer the Skeleton stock as you don't lose any recoil control on the gun either. And finally, you're going to want to go down the 60 round mag route. You can go with the 50 if you prefer a little bit more movement speed, but for this gun I prefer the 60 as you usually need an extra couple of shots to take people out. No, I'm not being funny, mate. Oh my god, there's no way I've done it. Top side up here. Oh, that spin. Oh. Now moving into 4th position, we have the ever trusty AS Val. Now if you remember the old broken 10 round mag build, that's no longer an option as obviously they patched the whole wallbang stuff, but this gun still has one of the fastest time to kills in the game and packs a serious punch on small round maps with its 30 round mag option, making it kind of an SMG AR hybrid. Now with this build, for the barrel you're going to want to use the VLK 200mm OSA barrel, which gives you the largest damage range and bullet velocity that you can get with a gun. I used to use the TAT laser but swapped that out. I'll be explaining about that in a little bit. And if you want to go down the hipfire build, you can obviously go with a 5MW laser. For the optic, it doesn't need one. It's got a great iron sight, so you can go without that. For the stock, you're going to want to use the Stovey 6P30 Skeleton stock. Gives you the aim and walking movement speed that you need, and also the ADS speed that you need as well. I actually swapped out the TAT laser for sleight of hand, because you only get 30 round mags in this gun. You're going to be reloading constantly, and it really gets through that ammo quick. So sleight of hand really helps you for this build. Stipple grip tape, you've got your ADS and your sprint to fire speed. If you're using it on shipment, shoot house, you're going to want to react as quick as possible, so stippled is very much an option for this. And then finally the 30 round mags option, which gives you all the magazine ammo capacity that you need. So what's up, G? Banger the tune, bro. I shot it for you that time. Take a boost. Yeah. Pop it. Game. Oh my god. Now moving on and going into 3rd position, we have the M4A1. Now, this monster is extremely reliable on pretty much all maps of all sizes with this build. It allows you to be a mobile machine, has a very fast time to kill, and its ADS and sprint to fire speed is absolutely bonkers. On top of that, its recoil is next to non-existent if you can control the gun well. Now, the build I'm currently using for this gun is the Corvus Custom Marksman barrel, which gives you a perfect split of damage, bullet velocity, and recoil control. There are other options. People have preferred either the Grenadier, or you can go with the Commando if you want to go with a smaller barrel, but I prefer the Corvus Custom Marksman at most. No TAC laser on this gun, doesn't need an iron sight, a sight, as the iron sight is more than good enough. And for the stock, for this gun, I'm actually running no stock here because I like the extra movement speed that it gives me and the ADS, and it doesn't really affect recoil control too much. For the tape or the rear grip, I'm going with a stippled grip tape here, again giving me that ADS and sprint to fire speed that I need to be reactive against players on maps. For the mags, you can go with the 60 if you like, but I prefer to go with the 50 round mags for that extra movement speed. I know it's very slight margins, but I like to be really mobile with this gun. And finally, you want to use the Commando foregrip to give it that recoil stabilization and aim and stability that the gun needs to literally not move at all when shredding enemies. Sounds like does it? Stop that. Get up long, mate. Don't challenge me, boy. Yes. Round 7. You beautiful gun. In second place and gaining the silver medal, we have the beautiful Ram 7. Now, what an absolute beast of a gun that this is. From the way that it sounds, to its ADS, to its time to kill and its slaying potential, this gun runs absolute rampant on both multiplayer and even Warzone. Now, this snappy build allows you to ruin your enemies before they even see you coming. Now, with the current build that I'm using, I've gone with the barrel as the Forged TAC Eclipse. That's the second to longest barrel in the game. In my opinion, it doesn't need the Ranger. So you got the extra damage range and all the bullet velocity that you need right here without losing any movement speed on the gun, as you'll see from the difference between that and the Ranger. You don't need to go monolithic on this gun, in my opinion, as again, you're getting the range that you need. TAC laser, once again, as we spoke about in previous builds, to give you the ADS, aim and stability, and aim and walk and steadiness that you need. You'll definitely want to go with that over the other two options. The optic is not necessary, as again, the iron sight is beautiful on this gun. A stock and a perk are not needed for this gun. For the stippled grip tape, you're gonna want to use this one again. For the ADS and sprint to fire speed, which, you know, stipple grip tape pretty much turns an AR into a more mobile AR, which allows you to be more reactive when running around the map. So stippled again is a great option for this gun. Again, you've only got the 50 round mag options there, so definitely go with that for the Ram 7. And then finally, similar to the M4, you're going to want to use the Commando foregrip underbarrel to give you the recoil and aim and stability that you need to absolutely shred everybody in your way. Sir. Yeah, I know, how can you be shit when the game literally aims for you? Oh my... He's not just done that to that guy. Finally, to take the dub, we have the ever reliable and absolute face melter that is the AMAX. Now, this has been my favourite gun in this game for a long time now, and again, a gun that's used in both multiplayer and Warzone respectively. From the way that it sounds to how effective it is at slaying both long and close range, its mad mobility, the gun feels like a perfect mix of an SMG and AR hybrid, and that's why I love it so much, because it fits my playstyle so well. Now, my favourite build to use on this gun, for the barrel, you're going to want to use the XRK Zodiac S440. Again, that gives you the longest barrel that you can acquire from this gun. Gives you the range, velocity, and recoil control that you need. Again, monolithic suppressor isn't needed on this gun. Laser, you're going to want to go down the TAC laser route again. ADS, stability, and aim and walk and steadiness. We've spoken about this before. No optic is required for this gun due to its really good iron sight. Makes it clean to use. For the stock, you want to go down the CR56X, so it's pretty much a skeleton stock, gives you aim and walk and movement speed and ADS as well. It's just got a different name. Moving into the ammunition, you've got the 45 round mags option. Definitely go with that over the 10. Gives you all the magazine's capacity that you need. And finally, with the underbarrel, similar to the last two, you want to go down the Commando foregrip, which gives you the recoil stabilization and aim stability, making the gun absolutely destroy everybody at any range. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video and you would like to see a similar guide with SMGs, don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and also turn them notifications on. All support is seriously appreciated as we get moving towards 10k subscribers and above. Don't forget, 2 YouTube videos a week. We're becoming way more consistent with the content. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next one.